Well, it's hard to believe. It's almost November, but we have yet to have our first freeze here in Charlotte.
It feels like it's happening later every year, but is that necessarily true? And if it is, what impacts does that really create? Lucky for us, meteorologist Chris Mulcahy is here to raise our weather IQ this morning. Chris.
We got to have a double pillar going on with weather IQ, and we're going to verify if that statement is true. And it is actually not true. Well, our average first freeze is usually November 8th. And it was actually only 2 years ago, back in 2022, we had one of the earliest freezes that we've had on record. Now, other parts of the state, like Raleigh, have slowly seen their freeze date get later and later. Charlotte's really interesting, though. This is the average dating back to 1878. If I actually put the 5 and 10-year average, because we've had a couple of those really early first freezes, it's actually earlier that we average over the last 10 years compared to the last over 140 years. The earliest we ever had is October 9th. That was actually back in 2000. And then in December 10th, 1978 was the latest freeze we ever had. So we're usually spot on anywhere from Hickory well down to the Sand Hills, say around Wadesboro. You typically average anywhere from October 27th to November 9th. Now, the further east you go, it is averaging a little bit later, usually after November 10th. What's the impact of this, though, as we are starting to see these growing seasons start to extend a little bit later? By the way, the growing season officially ends around the Charlotte area close to November 11th. But one of the impacts is fall foliage. Fall foliage has actually been trending a little bit later. So yeah, the freeze is kind of right on time, but the way temperatures have been, a little bit warmer nights, warmer overall, we're actually seeing the fall foliage much later than we used to here around the Charlotte area. The worst impact that I have to say, the bugs and the pollen. Pollen is lingering a little bit later. This fall pollen season was one of the latest ones that we've had. And those bugs, well, they don't die off when we don't have those freezing temperatures. There's been a lot more ants in recent years, and you're going to see a lot more mosquitoes with these warmer temperatures as well. Those are some of the impacts. No freezing temperatures in sight for us, though, Mr. Sprinkle, right?
No